What's going on, dudes? Ghxst here, and welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is part 25. If you guys remember where we left off, you know more than me right now, because I haven't touched this game in about a month. So, here's what I do know. If you don't remember, you can watch the last video, but here's pretty much the gist. I started episode 5, Rise of the Ashes. The victim got stabbed by a woman. She claims that she did kill him. And apparently our new sidekick that isn't Maya because she left and turned about goodbyes is the sister of the guilty party. We're doing the investigation right now, and someone that looks like McCree from Overwatch is our new detective that isn't Gumshoe. I assume he comes later. We link up with Edgeworth, and apparently the body is found in his car. So I don't know, man. It's all over the place. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember any of these people's names. I want to say one of their names was Lisa, but I could be wrong. If you guys like what you see and want more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get back into this game, man. Like I said, it's been a month. Yeah, we're back. We're back. See, this is what I was talking about with Edgeworth. And he got a new, not a new pad, but he got a new office now. I don't know if this is what it's been looking like, but this is what it looks like. We talked to him about everything last episode. Edgeworth's knife. Oh yeah, we found Edgeworth's knife at the scene too. I forgot about that. Edgeworth's knife, the murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of the victim's blood, no prints. Did I show him this? It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. Emma. Okay, that's her name. Okay, he doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. That's fair. Did I show him Goodman's ID? Hold on. What's even on here? Oh, right. Did that say fake department? Anyways. A name and ID number were written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason why we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID Yabba Dab. Oh brother, she's gonna be silly as hell in this game. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba Dab? Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point! Teehee! Oh yeah, I just remembered, she's supposed to be a scientist. This is gonna be an interesting case. It doesn't take much to amuse her. Okay. Oh, so that's it? That's it? Where can I move to? Let's go to the parking lot, back to the scene. Oh yeah, and then I ran into this one lady that was handing out lunches or something. What happens if I present her with a knife? Could you take a look at this? You. Oh, Angel. Yes. You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite! Oh, brother. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. I agree. Does she know anything about this card? Lunchline vendors only, accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me? The lunch lady, why? You don't even look like a lunch lady if I'm being honest with you. What's she talking about? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? I don't know, Phoenix, but something ain't right about her. Let's go what if I went to the detention center to see what old girl's doing? Oh yeah, she did leave. Ain't no point in going back. Let's move back to Edgeworth's place. Examine. Ain't nothing much to really examine here. Unless... Hold on. Chessboard. There's a ladder here. Whoa! What are all these are all case files. They're stacked to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have got someone to get them for him. Yeah, sounds about right. Strange. Why did I picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. Oh yeah, I just remembered Emma is a big fan of Edgeworth after his case with Von Karma in the last episode. So that's that. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Yeah, probably wouldn't. Anything to say about the Steel Samurai? My! What an amazing bouquet! A bouquet. I can't read, y'all. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Huh? Who's Wendy? Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy. Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? No. Oh. I don't think so. Wendy was the... Wow. You don't think she has anything to do with this case, do you? If so, that'd be an interesting turn of events. What about... I'm not even gonna look at the suit, because I don't think it has anything to do with this. What about this little award down here? I've been wondering, what the heck is that? There's a big K on it. Mumbles, of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? I'm not gonna lie, I probably should have clicked that thing first because it stood out the most, but I wanted to see what everything was. It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? Why would we have a problem with that? We just bailed you out of jail like 2 videos ago. We don't have no beef with you, bro. I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. King of Prosecutors trophy, given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors, at the PD on the day of the murder. Oh, on the day of the murder. That's interesting. Can I click on it again? I can click on it again. So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud of the king to be King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. I low-key feel Edgeworth right now because I know I used to like get awards and whatnot for things I did in school, and people would get like gas me up. And I'm like, nah, it's not all that. I promise. I still feel that way now. That still didn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken up? Ooh, I didn't even notice that. I literally thought that was just a design. Okay, what if I talk to him about the shield? So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin somewhere else, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes. Right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What? What does it matter? I got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Can I talk to him? Yeah, the day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transfer. Wiping your hands off old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. Yeah, we know that much. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 9. I can't read, y'all. 5:12. That's very precise. That is very precise if you really think about it. Suspiciously precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Oh, he got a parking stub. Okay. I'm not good with military time, so that does say 5:12. Parking stub. Record of parking in the prosecutor's office lot. Entered lot at 5:12 p.m. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. That's 3 minutes from when he got into the parking lot. Whoever did this must have been really quick. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Who's this? Ugh! Who's that? Whose contorted body is that? It looked like a tube man. Anyways, excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? Oh yeah, that's the name of the girl that allegedly did the killing to a dude in his apartment or whatever that was. I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind. Sir. Not in this report, sir. Stop saying sir, we get it. Okay, he's Prosecutor of the Year, we get it. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! This dude's sprites is hilarious. I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particular... Anyway, give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins? That is hilarious. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. So we get officers in this game now? Right. Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. That's funny. Right. Yes, sir. God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Uh, uh, thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. You ain't said nothing but a word, Edgeworth. Let's move. Let's go to the police department. February 2nd, police department entrance. They still got this little ugly munchkin thing as a mascot. Whew, we're finally here. Why would they put a police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 15 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? They made an animatronic of it? Disturbing. What does undulate like that? Why does it undulate like that? I hope I said that right. Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. I'm sure he sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well... Yeah, we caught you in the act, bro. You might as well just tell us that you were dancing with the creepy statue. Well, at least it doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Yeah, we believe it. The case. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. What if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. There usually is, but there's always some counterweight to some evidence, bro. Gumshoe, you've been in this for 5 episodes now. Come on, bro. Don't act brand new. What if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana. I don't know if we were talking about some Lisa earlier. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's just a sensitive issue with us these days. Understandable. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Why? Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all, it's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranked guy in there is our chief of detectives. You're not letting any of us ranked and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a bit odd? That is true. That does kind of raise suspicion. So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. Yeah, this cowboy clown right here. Looking like, what'd I say? He looked like dude from Overwatch, McCree. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene? It's unheard of, pal. Okay, present him. If I present him with, Edgeworth's pass, parking stub, what will he say? Actually, I need to look at that stub, too. My fault, y'all. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... I mean... Sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. How and why is Edgeworth still in the middle of this? We just got him out of jail the first time. Check it. Okay. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is the date. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. It just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. That's true. Is there anything on the back? There's nothing. Okay. Can I check the shield? Okay, I can check the shield. There's nothing really on it. Oh, there is something on it. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow. One guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. No, the hell you don't. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. I had to make sure I read that right. Alright, there's nothing else I can really look at this on the statue. Can I check the knife? This is a nice feature, by the way. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. That is scary if you truly think about it. Edgeworth outside in the wild is insane. Can I talk to him about anything else? No. What if I present him to this statue? Why is it broken? Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. That is interesting. What if I show him this ID? Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. Oh my goodness. But didn't you work for... Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. I figured as much. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? He's the victim. I thought I knew that already. Bruce Goodman. So this ID card belongs to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transfer? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot, and Lana's confessing as much. Edgeworth's troubles. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Yeah, again. We remember this. Well, it all started with the murder of the defense attorney Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispering rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. That's fair. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyways, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecuting position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Interesting. Edgeworth, we gotta talk to you, bro. No, not you. Edgeworth isn't even here. Let's go back to the police. Can I examine anything? These folks down here? Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, "Hey, you do that, you soup. You do that, your soup will get cold, buddy." That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. There's literally nothing of importance for me to look at. Unless this thing can do something for me. I was wondering about that. What, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops. This is actually evidence. This is crazy. Blue Badger panel, a work of art in quotes, designed by the chief of detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be our Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. Okay, and I'm under the assumption that this game takes place in Japan, so he came a long way. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Letter of introduction received from Detective Gumshoe allows Barrett to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay, do I have to press move? No. Do I have to run up? Do I have to go up on somebody? Examine. Front door. The detectives in the lobby look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Right, Phoenix? Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Do I talk to the police guy? No. That's a car. This is really evidence. This is hilarious. What happens if I check him? Oh, there are handprints on him. Hold on. Why can't I... Okay, I can't look at him like I do with everything else. What about the letter of introduction? Oops, hold on. There was something on that. Why is something crossed out? Hey, look there. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Aww. Don't be like that. There's nothing else I can really look at on this thing. I still want to figure out why there are hands on it. Or handprints, at least. Hold on. What if I talk to him? No, I can't talk to him about his salary cut. Allows bearer. What if I present this to Gumshoe for some reason? I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go battling on about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. What if I move over to Edgeworth and oh. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight. Tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised look? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. Okay. What happened to the security guard? Right. Anyways. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. This man shaves his beard with his knife. Look at his face. His face looks like art. Anyways. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. I'm not even gonna waste time. I pressed the wrong button. I'm wasting time a little bit. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I'll warn you, fan letters to me go right to the spittoon. Right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe. That old cow dog? Hmm? He's holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. I guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the shell settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self: police and investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. Okay, nice. I want to talk to you, bro. I want to talk about you, actually, before I talk about this victim. I don't mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd. That's odd though. Is that the Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do, nothing important at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog. That can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth. That cow dog's been kicked out of the cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Officer Marshall, Could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be more specific? Bruce Goodman. This man dresses really good, I'm not gonna lie. Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here is the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Damn, he was down there suffering for a long time. My sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Gumshoe had nothing in common at all. What does that mean? Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a few cases years back. So, there's no motive? Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. My bad. But my sister caught the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to the parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Interesting. Name of deceased, Bruce Goodman, 36 male. Date and time of death, February 21st, between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound. Assessment. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Okay. What if I show him this parking stub? 512. The prosecutor's bright red steed came in like a trot. Real slow like. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prosecutor was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride on his bright red horse. So what you mean is the killer intended to use Edward's car all along. That's interesting. What happens if I go to Edward's place? Nothing. I still gotta talk to Jesse or Marshall. What if I show him this knife? Alright, compadre. Count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. We're not in Texas though, we're in Tokyo. Remind me to never visit Texas. I mean, Texas is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. In real life. Oh, it's because I pulled a knife on. Okay. ID. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole. If you want distance, you get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. No. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Bro, I'm not getting anywhere from talking to this man. What if I examine? Slide. Edward's car. What's that? What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 670, 67S, or yeah, 675, 12/2. I'm not even sure what that's supposed to mean. Look, something's written on it. Is that a 5 or a S? I really can't tell. You're right. Oh, that's a S. Okay, let's see. 6-7S S 12-2. I'm assuming that means December 2nd. There's a name printed on the paper above. That's Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed? Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Victim... Goodman's note. Victim's memo found in the trunk car. Okay. And there's something else down here. Okay, can I still pick it up? Okay. Pick that. It looks like a phone. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yes! It's like inches away from the car. Right, let's check it out. Alright. Oh, I wasn't even in control. Okay. Is there... Oh. Okay. This phone's still on the reticle screen. Or redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. She just called you like old in 3 different languages, bro. You gonna take that? Whatever. Let's check this phone. Yeah, let's press this blue button. Unless there's any, I'm gonna see if there's anything else for me to look at. Okay. Now to see who's the owner. Now to see who the owner of this phone call. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. I like this track. Hey, that song. I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Ah, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is that anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? It belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those new-fangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. That's smooth, Nick. That's smooth. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. They apparently do a lot in Texas, my boy, which is not always true. Uh-oh. Ivan I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone, property of Lana Sky. Last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Can I talk to him about anything? Lana Sky. Okay. So there's no connection between Detective Gumshoe and my sister? That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. Right. And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yes, yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Yo, Emma, spit it out! What do you know? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will. Something's up. Something's up to something here. Someone's up to something here, but who? Office atmosphere. Really? Anyway. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forced evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? You mean Von Karma? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Oh, never mind. Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. Wait, what? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Were there gunshots theirs bound to be bullets? That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? Guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report and a note from the victim and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? The only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not a criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Yeah. It's the Seal Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? Aw, she's a big child. Wait, ain't she like 17? She is a child. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18 after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone, property of Lana Sky. Last call she made Last call made was to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything what went on here. To be continued. Okay, so I assume the next episode will be investigate or in trial. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Episode 5, Day 2, Trial Former. Okay, this is gonna be something new that we have to look into next episode. But to recap, uh, we know who the victim is now. Mr. I think his name, uh, Goodman, something like that. Detective Gumshoe isn't on the case no more. We don't have his help. Uh, Lana is still convinced that she did the killing for God knows what reason. Edgeworth, apparently one of the weapons used was Edgeworth's car. I don't even know how she pulled that off, but there's a note in there, a memo of sorts that we found in his pocket or the car trunk or something like that. And the last person that Lana called when she allegedly killed dude was her own sister. So does Emma have something to hide? What does this family got going on, man? But that we're gonna figure that out next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys look at your seeing one more Phoenix Wright, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I really hope this trial isn't like crazy like it was with the one with Varun Karma. I still have PTSD from that trial because that took so long. I really hope this isn't like that, but only time will tell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Sometimes I love myself.